Cactus.
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 I am playing games.
Cactus. Cactus. Cactus.
Cactus.
Cactus. Am I supposed to be doing this?
Cactus.
Cactus. Cactus.
Cactus this cocksucker.
Cactus. Cactus. Cactus.
Cactus.
Cactus.
You gotta be crap on my balls.
Cactus.
Cactus.
Cactus. Cactus. Cactus.
This is gonna be a fuck job to edit. Cactus. 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 Cactus.
Cactus. Cactus.
Calling me a hobo.
Cactus.
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 Roy the retarded boy.
Cactus.
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 How about if I come down and punch your head off?
Cactus.
Cactus. Cactus.
Cactus. You blowing smoke up my ass.
Cactus.
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 You think a tracer can stop me?
Hello everyone, you're listening to the Snowplow Show and I'm RB, CP. Today is November 26th, 2014 and it's exactly one day before the official Pranksgiving starts on Prank Call Nation. What is Pranksgiving, you ask? Pranksgiving is a yearly thing that happens on Prank Call Nation. So far it's happened every single year of Prank Call Nation's existence, which is not quite a year yet. But it is a 24-hour marathon of live prank phone calls, assuming all of the hosts show up for their shifts, which usually does happen. This is actually our third marathon. Originally we had the Cacti Radio Marathon, which I guess would have been 2012. Then there was the Madhouse Marathon last year, and this year it's the Prank Call Nation Marathon. Changes names every year. But anyway, the marathon starts tomorrow night, which is Thursday, November 27th, Thanksgiving evening, and it will begin at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. And most likely it's going to begin with Carlito, the founder of Pranksgiving. So everyone needs to be listening tomorrow night at 7 p.m/10 p.m. Eastern. Go to prankcallnation.com/listen and listen to the stream for 24 hours straight. I'm probably going to be on a little bit with Carlito right at the very beginning, but that's not a whole lot, just part of it. And then my official shift, when I'm going to be doing pranks, will be at 1 a.m. Eastern Time. Wait, no, I'm so confused. Hold on. Let me go to prankcallnation.com/pranksgiving so I can look at the official schedule. Yeah, I'm going on at 1 a.m. Pacific Time, 4 a.m. Eastern Time, and then I'm on until 7 a.m. So I'll be on for 3 hours on my official shift. And I have no idea what to do in the middle of the night, that late at night. Maybe I will just call neighborhoods and, do the tunnel thing for 3 hours. Get trapped in some tunnels and caves and stuff like that in rich neighborhoods. That's always fun. But yes, everyone needs to be there for that. prankcallnation.com/pranksgiving. If you don't show up, you are a filthy communist. Today's show is sponsored by Pete from California. Pete mailed me a thank you card months ago with $20 in cash in it. So I didn't even have to report it to the government. It was awesome. I converted that directly into crack money. He didn't ask to be a sponsor, though. He just wanted to support the show and be nice. But I'm making him a sponsor anyway, so thank you, Pete, for sponsoring today's show with your tax-free donation. The Joy Bubbles documentary has not been funded yet. It's still on Kickstarter. I remember I mentioned it maybe a month ago or something. I don't remember when. And I haven't even donated to it. I need to do that this week. I'm going to do that right now, actually. Right now. I'm going to donate $25, and I'm going to receive a postcard of Joy Bubbles surrounded by telephones and stuffed animals. Continue to Amazon, sign into Amazon, confirm. Okay, it says, woohoo! You are now an official backer of Joy Bubbles, the documentary. And it's not going to charge me $25 until it's officially funded. It's probably by the time that happens, I'll forget that I did this, and it will take it out of my bank, and I'll be overdrawn. Thanks a lot, Joy Bubbles. The goal is $15,000, and it's up to $11,000. It's got less than $4,000 to go, but there's only 9 days for them to make $4,000. I'm sure they're going to make it, though. This is definitely going to happen, and it's going to be a cool thing. For those who don't know or don't remember or whatever, Joy Bubbles is a famous phone freak from the 1970s, maybe 60s, I don't remember. See, that's why we need the documentary, so I can know these things about Joy Bubbles. But he's the blind guy that could actually whistle tones into a telephone to take over the trunks and make free phone calls and do other crazy things. He could whistle 2600 hertz. The same frequency that makes ghosts appear when you hook them up to big satellite tower things. And everything I've ever read about Joy Bubbles, and everything I've heard on like Radiolab and stuff, It's just amazing stuff, and it'll be really cool to see a full documentary about joy bubbles. So this must happen. I'm putting a link into the show notes, and I command everyone to go donate at least $5. And when this documentary comes out, I promise everyone I will pirate it and share it with all of you. I will seed the torrent, so you can all download it for free. Okay, let's make some calls. But I'm not going to be making any calls in today's show because I've already made them. I went on the air on Prank Call Nation earlier today for maybe not even an hour, and I called a bunch of Portrait Studio customers and had some really nice conversations with them, and the chat room helped me out with wacky things to say to them. But I wanted to pay my respects to Ferguson, Missouri, and Mike Brown and all that craziness that's been happening there for the past couple of days. So I tried to keep things Ferguson-themed at first. So while you're listening to these calls today, I want you to remember Mike Brown for the fine, upstanding convenience store robber that he was. Rest in peace, Mike Brown. Here's some phone calls.
Hello?
Hello, Paula.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Gary from the Portrait Studio.
Yeah.
And you had your pictures done here today?
Yes, we did.
We're running them through the computer, and I'm sorry, I wasn't actually present for your photo shoot there, but can you tell me the names of the people in the photo?
It was Emily, Amy, Kelly, and Kyle.
Emily, Amy, Kelly, and Kyle? Mm-hmm. Okay, because I don't know how to say this, because this is actually the first time this has come up since I've been working here, but our computers, they're tied into like the National Crime Database, and they're saying it's coming up that some of these, well, all of the people in these photos were participating in the Ferguson riots 2 days ago.
No, not my kids.
Well, it shows one of them was actually the responsible for burning down the Little Caesars.
What are you talking about?
Your photos have come up that it's positive identification. Your kids were present in the riots out in Ferguson 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And
no, sorry.
And one
I think
of them
he has the wrong number too.
No, it's not the wrong, because I looked at the security footage of the Little Caesars, and one of your kids is right there burning down the restaurant.
Oh, which one might that be?
I don't know.
When they were all home with me.
Well, you think they were home, but I don't think they were. I think they were out causing civil unrest. And she's gone.
Hello.
Hi, Jasmine.
This is, yeah.
Hey, it's Roy from the Portrait Studio. You had some portraits done today?
Yeah.
And I wasn't there for the portraits. Can you tell me the names of the people in the pictures?
Jackson and Henry.
Okay. Jackson and Henry. Because our portraits, our computers, they're linked up with the National Crime Database.
Uh-huh.
And they scan faces and everything and to identify people from crimes. And both of those people that were in the photos, they were identified as being present in the Ferguson riots 2 nights ago.
Babies?
Yeah, they were present at the burning down of the Walgreens, or the fire at the Walgreens. I guess they didn't burn down Walgreens, but I actually looked at the security footage at Walgreens, and I can see both of them.
Both of my babies?
Yeah, it's on the security footage.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Did you know they were involved in that, or were you there with them?
No.
Yeah, they were participating in the racial riots over in Ferguson.
Babies were?
You can keep calling them babies all you want. That doesn't make the law any different. Like, you can't break the law just because you're a baby.
Okay. Is this a joke?
No, of course not. They were.
Okay.
And then they also turned up on some security footage over at the Babies R Us in Ferguson.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to say about that. I don't know how babies would by themselves go somewhere.
Yeah, so obviously you were involved too. I don't know why we don't see you on the camera, on the security footage at Babies R Us. But yeah, definitely those two, your 2 sons, yeah, they were involved in some crimes.
Okay.
And
well, that's news to me.
Yeah. The mothers are always the last to know. And, they're going down a dangerous road. Today it's Babies R Us. Tomorrow they're shooting up their school. You don't want that.
No. No, that wouldn't be good. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, just imagine.
All right. Have a good night.
Well, that's not the end of it. You don't just get to say thank you and hang up. You're in big trouble. She hung up. I don't know what to say. I can't just say, we're going to arrest you now. Thank you, Awkward, for the Babies R Us suggestion. Hey, speaking of the Walgreens fire over in Ferguson a couple nights ago, a lot of you think that Walgreens fire started because rioters went in there and set stuff on fire. But that's not how it happens. I have inside information on this. Monday night, when the verdict was announced, and everyone started tearing shit up for some reason, because that makes sense, Laugh Track Matt was doing his show, and he was making a lot of phone calls to businesses all over the Ferguson area. He was calling up KFCs and convenience stores, and at one point we started calling the Walgreens. And the Walgreens phone system, it put us on hold, and it played music at us, and we let it play music on the air while we were talking for I don't know how long, maybe 15 minutes or so, but that was long enough. Since we let it stay on hold for so long, it overheated the telephone system and caught on fire, and it started a small fire in the Walgreens in Ferguson, and it was all Matt Hillock's fault. So if any police from Ferguson are listening, don't arrest those people that were inside Walgreens stealing things. It wasn't them that started the fire. It was Matt Hillock in Chicago, Illinois. Matt Hillock needs to be extradited immediately. It's been a fun week of shows, though, so far, since this whole Ferguson thing happened. All the shows have been Ferguson-themed. Matt called Ferguson businesses for 2 nights in a row, I think. And then Dwight was on last night. He did a blog talk radio show where he talked to, those radio shows about Ferguson, because they're all talking about Ferguson last night. Probably will be tonight, too. This next call is an idea that I took from Jag TV in the chat room.
Hello.
Hello, is this Norma?
Yes.
Hey, Norma, this is Greg over at the Portrait Studio.
Yes.
You had some portraits done here today?
Last night and then ordered today.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Do you know the names of the people in these photos? Could you tell me the names? I wasn't actually here when they took the photos.
Okay. McKinley.
Uh-huh.
Ellie. Ben. Ruby. And Lucy.
Okay. Was there a teenage black boy in one of these?
No.
Oh, that's weird.
There was an 11-year-old. I got the order number. You want that?
Oh, no, I have the order number. We just didn't have the names here. I was just trying to figure out who this extra kid was in some of the photos.
Wasn't in ours, though.
Yeah, but, I mean, it's in all of them. It's in every photo. Did you have a black teenager with you?
No.
Weird. It looks a lot like Mike Brown.
Who is this calling?
I'm calling from the Portrait Studio. And then along the bottom of the photos, it says, in remembrance of Mike Brown. I wonder if one of our technicians, like this one technician, Jag TV, he's always just playing with Photoshop and adding silly things. But yeah, it looks like Mike Brown, and it says, in remembrance of Mike Brown. And hands up, don't shoot, it says.
Do you think that's going to be on my photos?
Yeah, because it's in the original copies. Like, it looks like it came straight from the camera.
Don't tell me my photos are messed up.
They're not messed up. They just have an extra kid in them. A teenage kid who happens to be dead now.
Well, that is messed up, that kid's in my photo.
Yeah, but, I mean, you'll remember him forever. I was thinking it was like a ghost or something, because he's kind of half faded in, half faded out, you know? He's just kind of...
You got me all confused and lost here. I don't understand this.
Yeah, well, okay, so your regular kids are in the photos, and the photos look good and everything, but there's just an extra kid in the photos.
What is your name?
My name is Kevin.
Kevin.
Yep.
And you're where? At what studio?
At the Portrait Studio.
Where?
Behind the counter.
I know.
Well, I don't know. What are you asking then?
At where?
At the one you were at today, at the mall.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't come up in my photos, when I look them up on the computer.
I think they were changed after you left. And yeah, it's going to be in the final photos that we get for you.
No, I won't have that at all.
Why?
That's ridiculous.
Why not? Because he's black?
You know what?
Are you being
This is a
racist?
crank call, I'm sure. I will talk to about this. Thank you.
We do not tolerate racism here, ma'am. Okay. Clearly racist. Thanks for that one, Jag TV. Wow, we're only up to 16 minutes in the show, and I only have 2 calls left to play for you guys. This is going to be a short show, and I'm going to use that as an excuse to play 3 voicemails.
Hey RBCP, it's Etsa, and now I'm using Google Voice instead of my very bad phone microphone.
Woo-hoo.
Anyways, when you do the Satan voice, you need to add fiery sound effects in the background, like have a fire effect.
Yeah,
so it just kind of sounds like crackling and fire behind the Satan voice to make it more scary. Yes, that's all oh no, I don't remember what I was saying, but goodbye.
Okay. Good suggestion from Etsa.
How do I hang up Google Voice?
God, stupid Etsa.
This is the first time I've used it. Wait.
To hang up Google Voice, you just you go to your router and just pull the plug. That's what you do.
Snowplow Show, October 29th, 2014, titled Couches and Pickles. A voicemail made by myself at around 34 minutes and 44 seconds. And I quote, "Hi Brad, last time I complained that my voicemail was too long, so I'm going to try and keep this one short and sweet like your penis."
What the hell?
And now Snowplow Show, November 9th, 2014, titled Minimum Wage Jab. A statement made by one Bill Maddock, 25 minutes and 12 seconds into the voicemail, saying, "Hi Brad, it's Bill Maddock, just calling to say I fucking love your show, and I promise to keep the voicemail short like your penis." Bill Maddock, you copied my joke, and I'm calling you out. Next time you leave a voicemail, all I'm saying is you better have a fucking lawyer, because I won't stand here and I'm
Whoa. Holy crap. Watch out, Bill Maddox. Lawyers are coming for you. He sounds almost as angry as a lady that you're going to hear in a few minutes in one of those Ferguson portrait studio calls. Almost.
I'm following the path that leads to Brad. The path that leads to Brad. Actually, fuck that. I'm following the path that leads to Roy. The path that leads to Roy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Roy, the retarded boy.
Alright, that was bizarre. Thank you. That was so short that I can just play one more, right? Because I have one more short one here. Alright, one more. Since you all agree, one more voicemail.
Hey, the new website looks like shit.
Great. Thanks.
You need to bring back the old format now. Just bring it back.
It's too late for that. I got rid of the old one.
Okay.
And the new website, by the way, it's still in progress. I'm still working on the sidebars, and the top looks all empty and stuff. It's a work in progress. I should put some flashing animated GIFs of under construction banners and construction men using jackhammers, just so people know it's under construction. That way I won't get hurtful voicemails like that. I guess that added a couple minutes onto this really short show. The shortness of this show, by the way, is completely the fault of Pete from California. Pete and his dirty tax-free money is completely at fault for the short show. I swear I did like almost an hour earlier today, but only 5 calls happened from that hour, apparently. I mean, there were a couple more, but I deleted them because they were kind of boring. Anyway, let's get back to those. I'm going to play the last 2 calls. The last 2 calls, we have a lot of fat kids involved. By the way, I don't think I mentioned it, but these people that I'm calling, they are in the Ferguson area. They're not actually in Ferguson, as far as I know, but they're in the outlying areas around Ferguson, Missouri. So that's why, you know, it makes a little bit of sense that I'm saying that their kids are involved in the Ferguson riots. You know, they're 2-year-olds and whatever their ages are. But here's the last 2 calls. Enjoy.
Hello?
Hello, Danielle?
Yes.
Hey, this is Gary. I'm over at the portrait studio. You had some pictures done today?
Yes.
And those are your kids, correct?
Yes.
And, well, Did you had Lisa? Is she the one that took your order?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, everyone's new here right now. They forgot to tell you because I was looking at these photos. They say they didn't try and upsell you on anything, and I noticed that your kids look really overweight. And did you know we have a discount on diet pills here at the store?
I'm sorry, those are not my kids because my kids are not overweight.
Oh no,
I have a 5-year-old and a 7-month-old.
Yeah, well, not obese exactly, but looking pretty chubby. And
I think this phone call is absolutely ridiculous. Why would you call somebody and say that?
Well, just because we sell all kinds of diet supplements and diet pills. We have a whole selection of diet products, and it's okay.
That's great. I don't think you're looking at pictures of my kids because they're not even a little overweight.
Yeah, they kind of are. I mean, it's your order. It says Danielle.
Oh my God, where's your manager? I want to talk to the manager.
It says Danielle right here on the order form. It's definitely your kids.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, don't curse at me,
Give
ma'am.
me your manager.
I don't. The manager, he's not available right now.
Okay, what's his name?
But why don't you just want to just admit that there's a problem and maybe buy a few diet pills?
Oh my God, where is your manager? Give me somebody right now.
Why? I'm just trying to be a salesman here.
I don't care. You are rude. That is unbelievable.
I'm not being rude. I'm offering you a product that you clearly need.
Give me a store manager or somebody.
The manager's in a bad mood, and I'm not going to go talk to him right now because he's on the warpath,
Yeah, I would say so if he's got people like you working for him.
What, a good salesman? You think he'd be angry to have a good salesman working for him?
Yes, I do.
Well, at least he doesn't have fat kids.
Oh my God, what was your name?
Let's see, it's David.
Hello?
Danielle, I have a diet pill quota. I really have to meet before the end of this week. Okay. Thank you, Shake, for that idea. That was all Shake's idea. Call the kids fat. She's looking at her kids right now. Are they fat? Maybe I just don't see it because I'm around them all day. I'm just used to their fatness.
Hello?
Hello, Cindy?
Yes?
Hey, this is Roy from the portrait studio. You had some portraits done here today?
Yes.
And, are those your kids in the photos?
Yes, they are.
All right, because I had a couple of issues. One is, I don't know if you're aware of this. It was on the paper that you signed, but we're hooked up to the National Crime Database. And we were able to match up your kids' faces with some faces that were participating in the riots 2 nights ago over in Ferguson.
What?
And one of your kids was seen trying to burn down the Little Caesars. Over in Ferguson.
Well, considering that they're 2 and 2 weeks old.
Right.
Okay.
So you're admitting involvement then, that you drove them there?
No. My car actually does not run right now, so I haven't left the house.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's no need to deny it because it's in the database, and we've looked at the security footage over at the Little Caesars, and we can see that it's their faces.
You think a 2-year-old and a 2-week-old burnt down a Little Caesars in Ferguson, Missouri?
Correct. We know it happened because it's obvious. We can see the security footage. So
Well, why don't you bring that? And this is from Sears Portrait Studio.
No, we're not with Sears.
No. Who are you with?
The place you went to.
Okay,
Durr.
Did you just durr me?
I had to, because, I mean, what the hell? We're not Sears. Sears is out of business. Those motherfuckers are closing down this year. So it's kind of an insult for you to say that we're Sears. They don't even have a portrait studio. They can't afford it anymore. So yeah, you got dirred. And you deserved it. You deserved it. Get it? Anyway, yeah, your kids are criminals.
Really? So what day did I get my pictures taken if you actually work at...
It was today.
Actually, I didn't get my pictures taken today.
But they were paid for today.
Ordering something.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. No, you don't know.
Also...
What is the exact date that we came in and got pictures and ordered?
Also...
Date and time.
Okay, but I need to tell you one other thing. Your kids are pretty fat looking in the pictures. Did you know we sell diet supplements here?
Oh, did you know that my husband is in the military?
Really? Is he fat?
Did you know
is
that
he
my
fat too?
husband fights for you? Fucking asshole! If I ever get a phone call from you again, I will have my lawyer come and arrest your scary ass!
What's your lawyer's name? Holy crap. What just happened? Yeah, I think Shake, I think you discovered like a secret weapon. Just tell people their kids are fat and kaboom.
Yeah?
Hey, I'm sorry, we got off on the wrong foot there. I shouldn't have said that.
No, you're being an asshole. You're telling me that my kids are criminals, that they're fat? I don't even know who you are. You can't even give me an exact date and time my children came into studios and got their pictures taken. So you are prank calling me, and I don't appreciate it. I am a stressed out mother of two, just had a baby. My husband's over in Iraq and Korea and Afghanistan fighting for your fucking ass.
All three at once?
You know what? He's been to all three, you fucker.
Okay, well you made it sound like he's currently in all three.
An asshole by prank calling me and telling me things about my family. Really?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Like, it's just that we saw the security footage at Little Caesars, and it's definitely your kids.
Oh, really? Then what do my kids look like? Describe them to me right now.
Oh.
What were they wearing?
They look like criminals.
Really? You want to go there? I've got your phone number. I've got... You know what? I can find anything out from your phone number because I'm with the military. So good luck, fucker.
Okay. Also, ma'am... Jeez. I'm about to get traced. Crap. So what did we learn on today's show? We learned that military wives can look up any information they want on a telephone number. That's like nothing to them, because, you know, they're in the military. So they have these special powers that allow them to look up information on a phone call that they received. We also learned that Bill Maddox is going to get his ass kicked soon. Did that lady say she was going to send her lawyer over to arrest me? Is that how that works? It's been a while since I've been arrested, but I'm not sure if that's how that works. What do I know, though? I'm not in the military. That's going to do it for today's show. Today's very, very short show. Thanks mostly to Pete in California for making it so short. Hey, you know those coins? PLA coins? I finished mailing them out today. I know I said I was going to mail them out last week, but they cost a lot to mail out. Some of them did anyway. But I finally finished that up today. Every single coin has been mailed out to all of the Patreon people. So if you are a $5 or more Patreon contributor, be expecting a coin soon. But I do still have coins left. If any of you want coins, you can have one for the low, low price of $10. And you can get that from phonelosers.org/store, or you can go to phonelosers.bandcamp.com. But all coins have been shipped, so be excited. Your coin is on the way. If you're too much of a cheapskate to be contributing to the show through Patreon, then buying a coin is a really good way to contribute to the show right now, and you get a cool coin out of it. So everybody wins. If you want to help design the 2015 coin that will definitely be made at some point within the next year, I've started a thread on the PLA forums, and I will put a link to it in the show notes so that you can read the ideas for the new coin and, you know, put in your thoughts on what we should do to it to make it even more awesome next year. So far, my biggest complaint about the coin is that you can't tell which side is heads and which side is tails. So definitely on the next coin, we have to do something on the back side instead of just the PLA logo again. Stupid me. You see what happens when you leave things to me. It looks like crap. So that's why we're all going to work together on this next one. Don't forget to support the show. Patreon.com/phonelosers or phonelosers.org/cactus. Doing either of those gives you access to higher quality feeds and the secret feed that has just one show on it still. I've really been slacking on shows lately. I am sorry. It's Pete's fault. Pete from California and his dirty money. Don't forget to join us tomorrow for Pranksgiving. It's going to be amazing. 24 hours of live prank phone calls by me and Carlito and Sloth and Baz and Dwight and Giad and Jag TV and Trainwreck and more. I'm sure plenty more people are going to be on there. And we're all going to be invading each other's shows, dropping in and doing calls with each other. It's going to be fun. So don't forget to listen to that tomorrow night. prankcallnation.com/pranksgiving if you'd like to look at the schedule. We're going to end the show with this song that's been stuck in my head ever since the Ferguson riots, because as they chant their slogan for the protest, hands up, don't shoot, all I can think of is this song. It's been stuck in my head for days now.
Hands up. Coming with rhythms to make your head jerk. Hands up.
Cactus.
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 I
Cactus.
am playing games.
Cactus. Cactus. Cactus.
Cactus. Cactus.
Am I supposed to be doing this?
Cactus.
Cactus. Cactus.
Cactus this cocksucker.
Cactus. Cactus. Cactus.
Cactus.
Cactus.
You gotta be crapping on my balls.
Cactus.
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 This is gonna be a fuck job to edit. Cactus. 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 Cactus.
Cactus. Cactus.
Calling me a hobo.
Cactus.
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 Roy the retarded boy.
Cactus.
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 How about if I come down and punch your head off?
Cactus.
Cactus. Cactus.
Cactus. You blowing smoke up my ass.
Cactus.
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 You think a tracer can stop me?
Originally we had the Cacti Radio Marathon, which I guess would have been 2012. Then there was the Madhouse Marathon last year, and this year it's the Prank Call Nation Marathon. Changes names every year. But anyway, the marathon starts tomorrow night, which is Thursday, November 27th, Thanksgiving evening, and it will begin at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. And most likely it's going to begin with Carlito, the founder of Pranksgiving. So everyone needs to be listening tomorrow night at 7 p.m/10 p.m. Eastern. Go to prankcallnation.com/listen and listen to the stream for 24 hours straight. I'm probably going to be on a little bit with fun, but yes, everyone needs to be there for that. prankcallnation.com/pranksgiving. If you don't show up, you are a filthy communist. Today's show is sponsored by Pete from California. Pete mailed me a thank you card months ago with $20 in cash in it. So I didn't even have to report it to the government. It was awesome. I converted that directly into crack money. He didn't ask to be a sponsor, though. He just wanted to support the show and be nice. But I'm making him a sponsor anyway, so thank you, Pete, for sponsoring today's show with your tax-free donation. The Joy Bubbles documentary has not been funded yet. It's still on Kickstarter. I remember I mentioned it maybe a month ago or something. I don't Carlito right at the very beginning, but that's not a whole lot, just part of it. And then my official shift, when I'm going to be doing pranks, will be at 1 a.m. Eastern Time. Wait, no, I'm so confused. Hold on. Let me go to prankcallnation.com/pranksgiving so I can look at the official schedule. Yeah, I'm going on at 1 a.m. Pacific Time, 4 a.m. Eastern Time, and then I'm on until 7 a.m. So I'll be on for 3 hours on my official shift. And I have no idea what to do in the middle of the night, that late at night. Maybe I will just call neighborhoods and, do the tunnel thing for 3 hours. Get trapped in some tunnels and caves and stuff like that in rich neighborhoods. That's always Hello, everyone. You're listening to the Snowplow Show, and I'm RB, CP. Today is November 26th, 2014, and it's exactly one day before the official Pranksgiving starts on Prank Call Nation. What is Pranksgiving, you ask? Pranksgiving is a yearly thing that happens on Prank Call Nation. So far, it's happened every single year of Prank Call Nation's existence, which is not quite a year yet. but it is a 24-hour marathon of live prank phone calls, assuming all of the hosts show up for their shifts, which usually does happen. This is actually our third marathon.